Welcome everyone to the Board of Selectmen budget meeting for October 6, 2020. It's 6:30 p.m. Everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Heath, come on right up.
Good evening, everybody. Assuming we're starting off with the police department's budget.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I don't really have any long explanations to give for anything other than the fact that we made the position swap and the change with the lieutenant to deputy chief with that proposal a few nights ago. And that is reflected in here, which also, created a savings. And by my calculations, it's about a 2.1% overall increase for the entire budget.
At 5.
Oh,
Three, I
you
had
did?
two. I had 2.5.
Oh, 2.5. Okay. I thought you meant 5%.
I was rounding. Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous.
Anybody, any questions?
I have no questions on this budget, sir.
Neither do I.
No, I think the budget came in pretty good.
Yeah.
Considering most of the increase payroll. But,
Mhm.
I just have one question on refresh my memory. On the fleet lease,
Yes.
how's that work?
The fleet lease is being paid out of the private detail revolving fund, not through taxation on the operating budget.
That's what I recall.
Yes.
Making sure. Thank you. That's all I had, Mr. Chairman.
No, I think it looks pretty good myself.
Chairman, I make a motion to approve the police department budget of $1,301,701.
I'll second that.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. That was rough. While you're right here.
Still sitting at the table, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Emergency management.
Yes, so for the emergency management budget, same thing. I didn't make any changes going into this year. We had increased the emergency management budget by putting $10,000 in the preparation and response line for any sort of emergency management issues. I left that in there. Obviously, we're in some unknown territory right now with COVID as to whether or not something's going to surface that's going to cause us to react or put some sort of precautions back into place that, with some sort of financial significance. I don't think we're in a situation where we need to look at $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, but I think it would be responsible to keep that $10,000 in there so that we have some funding to back up.
Mhm.
I mean, if we really get into a crisis again with a state of emergency, just to remind the board, you guys have the authority in a state of emergency to pull from the general fund if you needed to, with a vote from the board if need be, something came up. So it's not like we don't have any funding options in an emergency.
Mhm.
It's just obviously we it's not as easily accessible when we need it if that should arise. So that's what that $10,000 in there for.
Chairman, I move with the emergency management fund. $11,003.
Second. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Thank you, Chief.
Thanks, Chief.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You guys have a great evening.
You too. Thank you.
Thumbs up.
Good job, Rob. Yeah, good job.
He just sold a house.
Scott.
About 8.75. Almost 9.
That's Scott.
For this year, a lot slower than last year, but numbers still up some. So far, the budget looks okay. I'll be pretty close. It'll be nothing like last year.
Mhm.
Uh, For the new budget, couple line items, I upped the tonnage of trips a little bit. Anything to do with waste management contract, 2.5%. Another change, part-time. My part-time is from 11 to 5, so I put in from 9 to 5. 32 hours a week versus 24. Because we're getting pretty busy in the mornings now.
Mhm.
Plus I free up and get other things that need to be done. Some of the line items overtime and part-time was over. That's because of employee we had out for 12 weeks. So that's why those line items were over.
Up a little high. How about on equipment expenses, 202?
202, yeah, for next year, I put in for 5 containers at $2,000 each to have repairs done to them.
Repairs?
Yeah, just repairs, yeah, because a new one, the compact is probably what, 20 grand now, at least.
19. For 19,000 for the, you guys run the bigger ones, the smaller ones are 19, so yours are probably 22,000.
Yeah, so this buys us a few more years.
Mhm.
And tire expense for new tires, that's for the loader.
Okay.
2 are coming out in regular operating budget, 2 in the revolving account.
Had a question, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
Monitoring. You spent 12 last year, 12.6. Only budgeted 12 for this year.
Landfill monitoring?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yep.
yeah, that's the price I got from the I remember the company. Oh, Eastern Analytical.
So that should be enough.
Yeah, I called them up. That's the price from them.
Any other questions?
I'm sorry. Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we accept the solid waste budget of 529,625.
Second.
Okay, any more further discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Stay.
All right. Move right to a solid waste revolving account.
Under your recycling tab.
Anything to revolving fund, pretty much everything's contract up to 9%. Like I said, the 2 tires with a load of the other 2 doing the revolving account.
I'm sorry, Liz, I can't find that.
It's before,
Right before.
before solid waste.
I see it. Yep, thank you.
The wage account, that's for the new position.
Yeah.
Swap shop attendant.
My revenue for so far this year. is $92,908.95.
What was it against? 'Cause I'm sorry.
Expenses, what's that?
To what?
$92,908.95. Expenses out of the revolving account is $91,980.74. Also, 34,556 is, if you deduct it out of that, that was for the new Bobcat. So it'll technically be 57,424 expense. And involving account chipping. Went out to bid, only got one bid. And I'll be doing a recommendation for that.
Okay.
That's 10 grand. So I'll be getting that into Stacy this week.
Okay.
You can make a decision, accept it or back out the bid.
Plastics have just gone right
What's
up.
that?
And plastics, 407.
Plastics, we're still throwing that away.
Yeah.
People are asking a lot of questions about it, but
Yeah.
it's still an expense, so
Mhm.
maybe I'll come back in, discuss it again.
I'm sure people have been asking a lot.
Yeah,
They want to know when they.
yeah.
You see any light down the tunnel, end of the tunnel for recycling materials?
What's that?
You see any light of increasing?
Most of our recycles gone up, metal, and plastics and paper's gone up a little bit, but like I said, plastic's still expense to us.
Yeah. Yeah, but do we see any growth? Do you think it's gonna come around the other way?
I hope so. Plastic slowly for some reason.
I can remember when we had good markets years ago there and everything.
Some of it's starting to, aluminum cans are coming up.
Cardboard.
I get, cardboard's good right now. I'm sending a tractor, about a tractor trailer load every 2 weeks of cardboard out and it's paying off.
That's good. Any further questions?
Nope.
Scott? Motion?
Yeah, I move we approve the solid waste revolving account at $135,892.
We have a second?
Yeah, I'll second it. Yeah, that's fine.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Hey,
Hey, Scott.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Scott.
Good night. Town Clerk. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. You?
Election or town clerk?
This would be for town clerk.
Have any questions?
Only one for you, Lisa. He's just going over the salaries. Your current salary is $67,695. You put nothing in there for an increase for yourself this year,
Correct.
cost of living. Okay.
No cost of living.
I think that's the last time that went up was about 3 years ago. Was it when the selectmen recommended that you
Well,
increase yours?
I'm at the maximum, the minimum maximum. I'm at the maximum, even though the 1.5 was put in for next year. I'm not, because there isn't a cost of living, I'm not eligible.
Well, I recommend you should at least get the minimum of the merit or the maximum of the merit 3.5, only because there is a cost of you being there. Extra hours, long hours, elections, you don't get paid overtime like your employees do. Even though it's an elected position, I still feel you're entitled to something each year. Because if we feel that all the employees are, even though you're elected official, you should be entitled to that too, because you are putting in 40 hours, if not more than that a week, especially during the pandemic. So I recommend that at least that the selectmen put in Lisa 3.5, and Laura, if I'm not mistaken, that'd be around $2,369.33.
Yes.
So that's what I'm gonna recommend.
What was that number again? Ruben?
$2,369.33 or up to a 3.5% merit.
Could you round that up to the highest dollar?
$2,370 would be my motion.
270.
370, sir. 370.
Okay. I'll second that, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, I got no issue with that whatsoever.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Elections.
We got a
Oh,
budget.
sorry.
You get
We gotta
that.
do at least, we gotta approve the bottom line for
Yeah.
Right. Okay, sorry.
the 153, 495 plus 2,370. So I believe that new number, Liz and Laura, would be 155, 865.
For the top line, yep.
Yep.
Oh, for the top one, yeah.
55,865.
865.
70,
150.
170.
2,000.
So, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion, the bottom line budget of the town clerk's office, 181,871,000 be the bottom line.
Second that.
You on the right page? Town clerk. Yours is different.
Mine's way different.
Why is yours so different? You don't have the same budget there.
Yeah.
179,501.
Yep.
Was the recommended budget.
That's- Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm increasing it by $2,370.
yeah, but that's more than 150,000.
No, he was reading the top line.
He was-
100.
I was reading the top line, sir.
He
Top
changed
line.
it.
Top line,
Salary
here,
account.
he's reading.
Oh, I'm
He was
sorry.
reading
Okay, okay, I got you. I thought we were voting on the bottom line. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay.
After I give you a raise, he thought I was taking your money away.
Yeah,
from
I
you.
was like, whoa, wait a minute.
150.
Sorry, Ruben. I apologize.
155, 865.
181, 871.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was still on the top line. Okay.
The 181, that's.
You made a motion.
Yeah, and Bob seconded.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Well,
Okay.
have a great evening.
Oh, no, one more.
Elections.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's
Elections.
still easy. Usually on the smaller budgets, they really comb you through it. but-
Do, yes.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve the elections budget of $18,616. The increase is due to the extra election this year.
We have a second.
I'll set.
Go ahead, Bob.
No, go ahead.
Should say two elections, primary and general election.
Correct. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Lisa.
Very welcome.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Have a good night, Lisa.
Everybody, have a good night.
See you tomorrow.
Okay. We'll go right into non-pub. Yeah, I will. Okay, yep. RSA 91-A:3, comma 2, comma E.
Second.